Welcome to Equal Ground Headlines. I am Samuel B. Williams, bringing you your balanced coverage for trending top stories. In a stunning legal blow to one of Europe's most prominent far-right figures, French politician Marine Le Pen has been convicted of misusing European Union funds and temporarily barred from public office. A Paris court found Le Pen, along with her National Rally Party, guilty of diverting roughly €3 million, about 3 to 10 million in EU parliamentary funds to pay party staff in France. Wow! The scheme involved listing National Rally operatives as EU parliamentary assistants, drawing big salaries, even though they were actually working for the party domestically. Le Pen, who has long denied wrongdoing, was handed a 5-year ban on running for office as part of her sentence. She is also required to repay a substantial portion of the misused funds. The verdict, delivered Monday, immediately sent shockwaves through French politics. Le Pen, 56, has been the face of France's nationalist right for over a decade and was expected to be a top contender in the 2027 presidential election. Now, unless her conviction is overturned on appeal, she will be sidelined from electoral politics during the run-up to that race. Le Pen blasted the ruling as politically motivated, claiming she's the victim of an EU establishment bent on destroying its opponents. This is a judicial assassination, her lawyer declared. Le Pen will appeal the verdict. The appeal process in France could indeed take years, and until it's resolved, the ban on office is on hold, meaning Le Pen isn't immediately forced out of her current seat in Parliament. Still, the stigma of conviction and the potential long-term ban cast a heavy cloud over her future. In court, prosecutors painted a detailed picture of how National Rally, formerly Front National, allegedly siphoned EU resources. They presented evidence that Le Pen's party placed at least 18 people on the EU Parliament payroll who did little to no actual EU work, instead serving as party press secretaries, bodyguards, or office staff in Paris. This scam, investigators said, lasted from 2009 to 2017 and helped fund the party's operations in a period when it struggled financially. Marine Le Pen herself, as an MEP at the time, signed off on some of these assistant contracts. The conviction is a vindication for EU anti-fraud officials who have pursued the case for nearly a decade. European Parliament President Roberta Metsola reacted to the news by stating that EU funds must only be used for the purpose they are intended, adding that misuse will not be tolerated. In France, reaction is divided. Supporters of President Emmanuel Macron and other centrist and leftist politicians welcomed the verdict, arguing it confirms long-held suspicions that Le Pen's party is corrupt beneath its populist messaging. Her talk of defending the little people rings hollow when she was cheating the taxpayer, one Macron ally quipped. However, Le Pen's loyal base, roughly a quarter of French voters in recent elections, is echoing her defiant stance. On social media, National Rally activists decried a witch hunt and likened her case to the legal woes of other anti-establishment figures like Donald Trump. The immediate political implications are significant. Le Pen had already stepped back from day-to-day party leadership last year. Her youthful protégé Jordan Bardella took over as National Rally President, possibly anticipating this trial. Bardella now faces the challenge of keeping the party competitive without its most famous standard-bearer. In the short term, National Rally will lean on its strong base. It is the largest single opposition party in the National Assembly. But looking ahead to 2027, the French far right might need to find a new presidential candidate if Le Pen remains barred. Some analysts suggest this opens the door wider for figures like Eric Zemmour, the far-right pundit who ran in 2022, or even a return of Le Pen's niece, Marianne Maréchal, to the fray. Others speculate Le Pen might ultimately strike a deal or get the ban reduced, enabling a last-minute candidacy. For Europe, the case is also symbolic. It shows the EU taking a hard line on financial misconduct by nationalist politicians who often rail against Brussels. As Le Pen fights her conviction on appeal, France will witness an extraordinary drama where law, money, and pund politics collide. And the fate of the country's populist leader hangs in the balance.